Line with a hit say, we got the man in the building.
Most my mood self-inflicted. Alone. DJ Hollywood,
come
man.
on now. Dude. We in the stew with it, man. WCDB 90.9 FM. You already know the vibe. Catch that.
1 for the money, 2 for the shows, 3 for the bros, D4 O's. 1 for the money, 2 for the shows, 3 for the bros, D4 O's. 1 for the money, 2 for the shows, 3 for the bros, D4 O's. 1 for the money, 2 for the shows, 3 for the bros, D4 O's. Never hated, self-love, my style separated. They do it for the credit, still I'm dead, but I'm dedicated. Brain food on your dinner plate, your mind elevated. Trust in the grind, dust off the blinds. When they throwing shit, I had to shake it. Dodging the D's, I found a way. Fuck 12 through my life on the scale is calibrated. Shit weighing down on me. Still lift the city up, the upstate crown on me. Bro looking down on me. Earned every strike, I keep it official. If I write these verses hitting like he's seeking missiles. You think it's rap? Bring the mag to the scene for the issue. The Milk Way in that 740 beam with a pistol.
What?
Had to stack my ones up for my day ones.
What?
Brought it back to the A like Trey Young, running it up for the times we couldn't run away from. They don't know what it's all for.
What you say?
1 for the money, 2 for the shows, 3 for the bros, D4 O's. 1 for the money, 2 for the shows, 3 for the bros, D4 O's.
Bros, man. DJ Hollywood, man. I don't even know. You want to do it for real. 2 for the shows, 3 for the bros, D4 O's.
Tough. Don't play a song. Don't play a song. Alright, we good. Do you have a song you want me to drop into first or no?
Get you some.
Alright, copy.
Nah, go ahead, you pick it. You pick the one.
What do you mean I'll pick it?
Which one you
WCDB.
Come on, bro. Because I'm about to pick one and you're about to have an opinion on it. So go ahead. Or,
The difference between a child becoming one or the other.
because I was about to pick one, I could see you was about to have an opinion on it.
I like that one.
Alright, say that. I got you.
Say that. I didn't chill.
And
I
kids
tried
who
to
read
chill. I
well
got
by
y'all.
3rd grade are 4
LP
times
did
as likely to
good.
graduate. So United Way is calling for 1 million volunteers for the next 3 years. We're asking you to step up, make a pledge, tutor a child who needs help, mentor a kid who needs someone on their side, volunteer to read to children, make a difference. Because when a child advances, we all advance. Entire communities improve. The path to success or failure starts long before graduation day, and the difference between a graduate and a dropout could be you. Be a reader, tutor or mentor, give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Take the pledge. Go to liveunited.org now. Brought to you by United Way and the iCouncil.
About to fit.
Albany.
Let's do it. Limited edition, you dig? Shit me.
I mean, that went right though because D4 was.
100%. It was all intended anyway.
Turn down for nothing, we gon' get these ones. All the money in the world, gonna get you some. Panoramic views, the truth hit the sun. Down on my last, I can get it done. Down on my last, I can get it done. Panoramic views, the truth hit the sun. There's money in the world, you gonna get you some.
The richest GPS in my way, 727 HollyW8D. We took them home from sky to gray. All we really need more paper, guaranteed to lead the race. All my homies do, we the ones really setting the pace. There's gonna be a time when it aligns. all gonna be rich. Already lit, we just sit making music. No one is gonna hit, can't even lie. He a friend of mine, so we gon' make this quick. And I hop in a 550, take the troopers on a mission. Cars been twice as suspicious. Little bro shoot from a distance. Thank God that we winning, can't stop more than sinning. Think first, bad move right. You wanna make it through the night. Set its own side, so we gon' light this candle for your life.
This life is what you make it, all you get is one.
What?
Turn down for nothing, we gon' get these ones.
Come on, y'all. Talk y'all shit. Talk y'all shit. Talk y'all shit, man.
I said panoramic views, the truth, take the sun.
What?
I was down on my last, had to get it done.
What?
Down on my last, had to get it done. Panoramic views, the truth, take the sun. There's money in the world, you better get you some. There's money in the world, you better
Get you some. What? Come on now. There's money in the world. You better get you some.
WCDB. Presidential.
Albany 90.9.
WCDB. Wow.
What is dedication?
My daughter
What's the next one you want though?
necklaces.
After that, what else?
She makes
What else?
what
You
we
got any
call
favorites on the
affirmation
project?
fashion. I tell her every day that you're black
Yeah, I
is
do.
beautiful.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
black is beautiful.
All right, we'll run that next.
And if there's anything better than being beautiful,
Come up with
it's
like
being
at
smart.
least like 3 or 4.
If there's anything better than being smart, being kind, and reaffirming that every day is our method of making sure her chin never drops. My dad wasn't around. But I remember riding a bike and
Nah, that
falling
shit might
off
be-
and
it might
cutting
be
myself.
heated, though, I
Me
think.
never getting on to get back
Might be
on.
what?
It might be heated.
People ask,
What is it, heater?
how your children learn how to ride bike?
But it might be double though. It might be able to
I just created an environment where they taught themselves, and all I had to do was be there.
That's
Don't
dedication.
press the one that look like a
Oh,
heater.
yeah.
Father.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad
This is
Council.
heat, son.
I told you.
Oh, no, this is heat.
I told- he said sturdy. Oh, yeah.
On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year.
I just started going out cold air at first.
So I think I might still be able to.
Wash your hands and surfaces often.
I did. I was singing in the dark.
Separate.
Oh, yeah.
Keep raw meats, poultry, and
Expected pain.
seafood separate from ready-to-eat foods. Cook. Make sure an
Fairy
adult uses
tale.
a thermometer to cook meat, poultry, and
See,
seafood to the
you
right
just picked about
temperature.
third one.
Don't worry about what he said. Don't worry about what he
Refrigerate properly.
Yo, we got 20 seconds. We live on Instagram Live, right?
gotta do
Keep your family safe and check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA.
What up, Instagram? We back. You already know we in the stew.
Say Hollywood.
Guys is in the building. 1 for the money, 2 for the show.
3 for the bros, 3 for home.
Dope. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. It is your boy DJ Hollywood, man. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for the
For the bro, Hollywood, you
3
already
for-
know.
Oh, come on. Listen, man, we in the studio right now live on WCDB 90.9 FM, man. But listen, if you are listening and you want to see a visual of what's going on, I need you to tap in on Instagram. That is DJ HollyW, the number 8 and the letter D, all right? Tune in, man. We are back 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Any artist that want to interview, man, tap in with me. And just listen, it's that simple, bro. And the name's Hollywood, but it's not. Feel me? It ain't that, but it's that. Feel me? If you know, you know. All right. And we gonna keep this rolling, man. Been on air since 2016, man. Shout outs to SUNY Albany. Shout outs to all the seniors that just graduated. Appreciate it, y'all. Shout outs to all the seniors in high school holding it down, making their way to college or whatever you about to do next, man. Wishing you the best. But yeah, let's get into this interview, man. We got the one, the only, my guy PREZ is in the building. How you feeling, bro?
Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Good, bro. Good. Yeah, no problem, bro. Yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. Listen, the summertime is basically on the way, and the weather's getting nice, so we outside. So before we even get anything, man. So what's your summer looking like? What's that looking like for you? What you feeling like the summer's going? What's the vibe? Is it giving Nokia? Who's calling my phone? Is it giving that? Like what's the vibe?
I think the vibes, we outside this summer.
Okay.
We trying to do some shows. You heard? We just outside this summer.
So what's your definition of like outside? Give me a little definition of we outside.
You know, local events,
Yeah.
shows. I wanna get out there and network, meet more people.
Heard you. Nah, that's fire, bro. So the name's Prez, man. It's a bad timing because the president we got right now, you know, it's a little all over the place. But I'm gonna let you reclaim it real quick. So how did you get the name Prez, bro? How did that happen?
I went to I'm a certified mix and master engineer.
Okay, fire. Wait, so mix and master engineer. Let's not run past that real quick. Shout out to you, but like explain to the people who've never heard like mix master engineer. Like what does that job entail of?
When you go to the studio, the person behind the computer, mixing and mastering, editing the songs, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, in 2018, I started a studio in my mother's basement.
Fire.
She lived somewhere called Presidential Estates.
Fire.
So then, in the basement, I named it Presidential Studios.
Fire.
And it went from there, and then now we relocated. We're in the Albany Armory now.
Tough. Hold on. We gonna get there. We gonna get to the armory. Nah, that's dope. So, your mom gave you the green light on, you know, you doing your musical thing. So what happened first? So did your mom like push you into music a little bit, or give you the nudge, or were you inspired to do music and your mom was just supporting it? Like what happened first in that sense?
Nah, my mom really, she didn't really care or support or not support. My dad supported me though.
Okay.
But I grew up in the studio. My father had a avid artist management group.
Oh, fire! So he's the one who's in the music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So I was growing up around studios and other artists my whole life, really.
Nah, that's fire. What was the moment that you were like, you know, I want to be Prez? Like, what was that like? When did that click for you? Where you was like,
that was actually given to me.
Okay.
People started calling me Mr. Presidential or Presidential, and then I guess that was too long, so they shortened it to Prez.
Okay, fire.
It was just given to me.
And now you got the chain, and the rest is history.
Facts.
My boy got the chain on. Stop playing on him, man. Nah, that's fire, man. So, what made you gravitate towards like hip hop specifically? You know, like because there's 1,000 genres out there in the world, but what about hip hop? You know, kind of like made you feel like this is it.
Going back to when I was in the studio and growing up around it, that's the music also that I was growing up around, and that was the environment I was in.
Okay, fire. So in regards of like engineering, because I feel like a lot of people, and I try to get younger people to understand this too, right? That you got the rapper, you got the, what else is there? You got the rapper, you got the DJ, but a lot of people don't pay much attention to like the engineer, bro. Like that's actually like, that is such a key part and portion of like making a hit, or just in general, just making a song. Like you really can't, you know, get it done. So what was the transition from going from being behind the boards to like, all right, like nah, let me get in the booth, you know? Like what was that transition for you like?
Well, at first when I was growing up in the studios and around my pops and Merc actually was the studio I was around. But
shout out to Merc.
Yeah, shout out to Merc. But really just I started doing music first. Alright, so I did music for like 2-3 years, and then I was going through some trouble in my personal life.
Yep.
So my pops, he was like, yo, you need to go to school to do engineering. Because at the time he was working at the school for New School Center of Media.
New School, yeah.
Yeah, so he was working there. So he was like, listen, I'm going to get you in there. You're going to do this, blah, blah, blah. And I was at a time in my life where I just didn't care. So I just went with the flow. I didn't really know if I'd like it or not. But I grew up in the studio.
Okay, fire.
He put me through. I went to the school. I ended up falling in love with it. Found a passion.
So you originally from 518?
Yes.
Okay, fire, bro, fire. Yo, listen, I will always say that the 518 has so much talent, man. So now even with that, so any of your parents kind of, so you said your dad was in So was he like playing music around you and stuff, or bringing you to the studio? Like, what was you know?
Yeah, he had a artist management group, so he would like sign artists and promote shows. He was a promoter. So early on, like when Chief Keef came to Albany,
Whole block 300.
Yeah, MGK and all them, like I was around that and just things like that.
Fire. So you got a new project out, man. Let's get into some music, man. I know people heard you talking, they're like, nah, we wanna hear what he got. So the song we played before, which was the first one, not the first one, but the first one off the project that I played so far, it's called Get You Some. Shout out to my guy Chaz Money in the building.
Yo,
D4O, you already know.
You, DJ HollyWood.
Facts, you already know, bro. Yeah, let's get into it, man. I like the song Yeah Yeah too. And I think that's a really, really good one that we should tap into, man. What you think, Prez?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's get into it, man. It's your boy DJ HollyWood. You already know it's Tune In Tuesday. You dig? If you're up, you might as well be listening. So I'm gonna have you drop it in and be like, yo, this is Prez, this is Yeah, all right?
What right now? This is Prez, you listening to Yeah. All for the tape, Love Me Early.
We already got out. You good.
WCDB.
I know. Yo, what up, y'all? How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing? My fault for leaving y'all hanging, gang. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
This one of my
My guy D-Can in the building. You said it was Prez what again?
Early. ARLY.
I love that. Cooling and chilling. Y'all some cool motherfuckers, man.
People who wanna see me grow. Keep a 30 special in every code. If the weather nice, smart in the
Right, this real quick.
catchphrase, let's hit the road. Caught up chasing and gave me the go. Green light, so I ran through your soul. Hit the jeweler right after got froze. I'm the goat and I ain't never
You see what I did there, right?
I stick my money about Benjamin. Stay 50 and moving through middleman. Left the mafia looking like gentlemen. Yeah, hey gentlemen. This is stick up, give me everything.
With the sound Hey. Sound valid? Yeah.
WCDB.
Alright, we back. You heard anytime we heard WCDB, we basically let's go live. What up? It is your boy DJ HollyWood, and listen, you just heard it, man. You tuned into one of the best radio stations in the 518. Yeah. Shout out to my guy Prez in the building, man. We just heard Yeah by my guy off his new project called Love Me Early. All right. And I see what you did. Prez early, Love Me Early. Okay, all right. I'm following, bro. So I just love that artists always have, like, when it comes to music, man, I always say, even when artists perform at my shows, you know, the disclaimer I say to the crowd is, you know, show these people love, because music is a very, like, vulnerable space, you know, like that's where people are, like, basically putting their heart out and, like,
Absolutely.
you know, really expressing themselves, you know. So, like, for you, like, what has been the journey of like becoming this music artist and like really being able to express yourself through the music? You know, like what's the type of different things you're talking about within your music that, you know, people might or might not relate to or just, you know, hear?
Yeah. I'm really just it's like a therapy for me to go in the booth and like get things off my chest.
Yeah.
For a while I recorded for 2-3 years and never released anything. I just
shit,
it was my therapy.
Crazy.
It was
That's
just
crazy, yeah.
I just stayed engineering, recorded and left it in the cut. But I'm really just talking about what I went through, what I'm going through, and now I'm trying to talk about things in the future. Speak things into existence. I don't really want to talk about the past anymore.
No, I dig that. All right, so I got a question for you. This is called the 3-peat, all right? So the reason why it's called the 3-peat, so hypothetically, say PREZ was coming out, you just dropped Love Me early. Say you were coming out with Love Me Too Late, all right? Let's just hypothetically, all right?
It's fire. Nope.
Love Me Too Late, all right? And there's 3 tracks on this project, but I'm gonna give you the guidelines on the features. There's 3 features you can put on there, all right? I'm gonna give you a little guideline of the features that you can put on there.
Okay.
All right. For the first feature, let's say someone that isn't here with us anymore. Who is you think you went PREZ and X would
PNB
be like
Rock.
PNB Rock?
Yeah.
Fire. I like that. Rest in peace, PNB. Next one, let's do for the second track. Let's do Dead or Alive, but it's got to be 90s or back, like old school. Who's an old school sound that you feel like would go well with your sound?
Well with me. Oh man, that's a hard question. When you are bringing up the 90s, y'all, I was born in 99. You know.
Okay. Oh, you just made the cut, gang.
Word.
Let's go.
So, like,
who you thinking? Who you thinking? And just say someone.
All right, I'm thinking like, you know, Cameron.
Cameron?
Yeah, I like Cameron's voice. Right?
Okay, that's fire. That's
I
fire.
like Cameron. I don't know if we would go good together with the music I make, but I like his voice.
No, I feel like I can make it work. And for the third feature, someone that's hot right now. Give me new school. Let's bring it up like Dirk? Okay, that's fire. Dirk, PNB Rock, and Cameron. That's tough. That's tough. And a PREZ, of course. Can't forget that. Love Me Early.
Facts.
But it's also You Love Me Too Late, you know? Like, get out of here. That's dope, man. That's dope. So what are some you got any studio essentials, man? Anything that PREZ is like, listen, I need this in the studio. I need my chain, I need the shades. Like what do you need?
I need smoke.
Okay. Big gas.
Yeah, facts. I need
grabba or no grabba?
I'm not smoking if it's not grabba.
He said if it's no grabba, do not pass it to me.
Don't pass me the blunt. Don't not pass PREZ the blunt if there's no grabba in it.
I dig it. Would you ever, speaking of just smoking, would you ever, because just like Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg, they just be on their own, like, would you ever get a personal like roller, or like you find the joy in rolling it yourself?
I like rolling myself, but we can't do personal rollers because there's a certain ratio to weed and grabba, and the personal roller, he probably not gonna get that. You feel me? So that's a fact, though. Unless you got that down pat, I gotta approve that, and then maybe you could be my personal roller. If you roll how I roll.
Okay. That was a double entendre. I see what you did there. All right, so let's hop into another track, man. You heard enough from Mike. Well, not enough, but like you heard. So let's get back to the music. What was the track you said you wanted to play?
Expected Pain. Expected Pain.
Expected Pain.
Yeah.
So how'd you come up with this? Well, let's talk about that before we jump into it. Expected Pain. What's
Well, I get into the melodic stuff and the singing stuff because circle back to my mom. What she listened to a lot of 90s R&B, all the 90s R&B, early 2000s. I might not know the name of the song, but I know the lyrics. You know?
Okay.
Turn on.
Okay.
But that's where I get the melodic flow from. And then this song, Expected Pain, it was just really about like going through something where you already know the situation. You expected it already, but just trying to hope something could have gave.
Wishful thinking type thing. Yeah, no, I dig it. All right, let's get into it, man. It is your boy DJ HollyW8D. You already know this is WCDB 90.9 FM. Oh crap! You're gonna do the drop again, all right? Anything now, come on.
This is PREZ, you listening to WCDB.
Nigga. Now,
This is PREZ, you listening to WCDB Albany.
shit, man. Angie Blaze, what up? Yo, Blondie, I'm playing that track. I got you. He said, shake it till a room steak. That was crazy.
Expected this pain, knew what it was. I still thought you could change. Should've been what you were done. It is what it is, it's for me young. And you all who you are, I had enough. Expected this pain, knew what it was. I still thought you could change. Should've labeled you a dog. It is what it is, it's for me young. And you all who you are, I had enough.
You already know. Our
You in the world, but there ain't any rooms. I decided to send a little coupe, there's got plenty room. I wanted to wine and dine, wanted time and time. I was thinking about the future, you have different minds. I just hit the plug and told him bring some more. I don't need a gun, bitch, I shoot my own. Residential funds, we don't need a loan. Acted this pain, I knew what it was. I still thought you could change, should've labeled you a dog. It is what it is, it fucked me up. And you are who you are, I had enough. I expected this pain, knew what it was. I still thought you could change, should've labeled you a dog. It is what it is, it fucked me up, yeah. And you are who you are, I had enough.
You already know. G's up, hoes down. Bitch can't swim, she on the ground. Shit, third. Yes, sir. Dope.
Take dope. DJ Hollywood.
Shit, man. Yo, shot.
WCDB.
I want to hop into another window, but we come back. Yeah, sir. WCDB 90.9 FM, man. You heard it, man. That is Expected Pain, man. Expected Pain by my guy PREZ in the building off his new project called Love Me Early. Let's talk about it, man. Why Love Me Early? What's that about? Let's hear it.
All right, Love Me Early. My man really came up with that name. LV really came up with that.
Shout out to my guy LV in the cut. You dig?
Yeah, LV came up with that name. And he's still working that out in the contract.
He here though, so I say enough.
Yeah. It's like love me early before it's like you don't want to love somebody when they make it. You want to support while they, you know what I mean? Or love me early. Love me before something happens. Good or bad. You feel me?
Facts.
Good or bad. Whether you know what I mean? I don't want to say that, but good or bad.
No, that's a fact. So what are some like dreams, aspirations? Like you love me early, so like you got the concept of like like tap in now before it's too late. Feel me? So what are some things that PREZ sees on the horizon for the branding of PREZ? Like where you want to go with this, bro?
I'm trying to go all the way as far as I can take it.
Okay.
As far as I can take it. As far as I can, sometimes it's hard though to see into the future because you can't picture yourself.
For sure, you have no idea.
But when you start taking the steps and you start, you know what I mean? Before, I couldn't picture the chain. I couldn't, what I mean? Certain things like that. When you start getting certain things and moving a certain way, you can start seeing it happen.
100%. I just wrote on Facebook today because I don't know if you guys know my guy E.T. the hip hop preacher. But he says something today. I just, now and then I just tap in there. Like he does this thing called Motivational Mondays, and every Monday you can just catch him a new little message. But he says something that caught my ear, and he says small steps equals great distances for me, and I feel like that's something that's so major where, like just the step of, and I'll break it down like this, right? The step of you starting in the basement. Parents showing you the support, your pops, and now you do engineering. You could make a living off of engineering.
Absolutely,
feel me?
Yep.
And that shifted into like, okay, well, all right, so now we doing music, and now you met Chaz, and now LV, and now Love Me Early, it's just crazy how like the small little steps add to like the bigger picture, you know.
Absolutely.
But speaking of, man, talk to me how you met my guy Chaz, man, the big D4O. That's my guy, man. Dope. Yeah, how'd you guys meet, bro? Talk to me.
I known Chaz for a while. Chaz and my pops were working together for a while.
Okay.
So I known Chaz for a while, and then we clicked back up in like 2018, and then I went away for a little bit. When I came home, I hit him back up the first day I came home.
I love that, bro. I remember that. I pulled up to the studio. I think on some like random, like I don't even think I knew you was even gonna be there. But he was like, yo, like while I'm in there, he's like, yo, bro, like let me play something from him. And I was like, oh nah. I'm like, yo, this song right here, like, yo, this is tough. I really remember that though. That was fire. That was fire.
I remember exactly.
So for Chaz, man, for you, you know, what made you wanna, you know, really like, you know, at that point he said he was basically fresh out. So what made you wanna beyond the support and everything that, you know, the family and whatever, but like what made you want to just reach back out and be like, yo, like, pull up, bro? You know, like...
Yo, he hit it on the money, and you was just as accurate. It's about relationship building. Like, if me and his pops didn't have that solid, then maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
None of this would have happened. But like he said, he went, did his little time, he came back, and he hit me the first day. That's just like, you know, with the music is just a plus, an add-on.
Right.
Any of my friends.
Right.
Like, you know, like me and you, Hollywood, like we, you know, generally, you know what I mean, fuck with you the long way, so no Diddy, but he came home and he you know what I mean?
Nah, that's tough.
He was a man.
So PREZ, come on, you did a first day out track or not? You got
I
that?
didn't do a first day out.
Nah, come on. He like I did a first day out album.
Just happy to be free.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Nah, I appreciate you, bro.
You know what's crazy though?
Make sure you stay out, my boy.
Facts.
He ain't even know how much he really